Next, we're welcoming to the stage our lead act this evening, the Navigators. Described as one of the most energetic and entertaining Celtic groups to come from our province. They're a hard-working band, which can be shown by their showing up here this evening on their way back from Twillingate after playing at the Twillingate Performing Arts Centre to a sold-out crowd of 50 people at a COVID facility. I'm sure it was a great show. We have two members of the Navigators here for your entertainment. The unique vocals of Fred Jorgensen, who does a little bit of boron and tin whistle, and Arthur O'Brien, who also adds vocals and some acoustic guitar. So these guys are, they've been, as a matter of fact, nominees for the 2012 ECMA Roots Traditional Solo Recording, and were winners of the 2002 Music NL Folk Roots Group of the Year. So I'm sure they're going to do a great job here tonight. Enjoy the Navigators.
Well, welcome everyone to another Clarenville Days here at the Clarenville Arts Centre. I'm here with my good friend Fred Jorgensen. I'm Arthur O'Brien from the Navigators. Another Clarenville Days, but we're being socially responsible and socially distant. We hope everybody's doing well there at home, though, and we're going to start you off here with something a little familiar here called the Rhythm of the Ghost.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. In the town of St. John's, there a chance to dwell. One night while I was playing in a pub, you all know well. And a girl from Cavalier said she liked to dance. If I don't want to do, maybe I have the chance. I asked if she was partial to change some of the rails. What was the particular fancy for kicking up her heels? She just even fun on the melody, the singing of the note. Her particular fancy was the rhythm of the code. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. I asked if there was a particular tune that she might like to hear. I play it on me pandals and me banjo or my guitar. Play it on my fiddle and my whistle now for it out. All she said she wanted to hear was the rhythm of the code. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. So I thought I knew what to do. Then I turned to shade. My diddle on this one, diddly-dum, that one, diddly-dum, diddly-dum-dee. But whichever hurrah, and the story of Lukey's boat. But still she only wanted to hear the rhythm of the code. I'm rowdy-dum, diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum, diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum, diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum, diddly-dum-da. I lumped the rum me bar and I began to play. A song he knew and I was younger in Consumption Bay. Her feet they hardly touched the floor, I knew I had her bout. I was shyly playing the rhythm of the code. To me rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da. 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 Rowdy-dum-diddly-dowdily, and the me rowdy-dum-diddly-dum-da.
Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. Proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind and the waves of what's the sand. No place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. I spent some time in New York State and I nearly lost my mind. City life's too fast for me, nobody had the time. Cemented state of flashing lights was all that I could see. It may be good for New York State, but it's not that good for me. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. Proud to be an islander, and here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind and the waves of water sands. No place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. In Montreal, the Frenchmen say that they own Labrador, including Indian Harbor where my father fished before. If they want to fight for her, well, I'd surely make a stand. They'll regret the day they tried to take our Newfoundland. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. Proud to be an islander, here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind and the waves of what's the sand. No place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Dark sarcasms in the classroom. Teacher, leave those kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Oh, this is the ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them good girls, them hood girls, straight masterpieces. Silent, wildin', living it up in the city. I got chucks on with sit on. I gotta kiss myself, it's so pretty. Too hot, hot damn. Police to the fireman, too hot, hot damn. Drag him on to retirement, too hot, hot damn. Say my name, you know who I am, too hot, hot damn. Bad about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Ooh. Cause up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Saturday night, I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey! Do, 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 do. Don't believe me, just watch. Do, 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 do. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 stop. Wait a minute. Fill my bottle, put liquor in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Who do y'all get the stretch? Ride to
Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi.
If we show up, we're gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh fried chicken. Too hot,
Hot damn,
holy to the fireman. Too hot,
hot damn,
you drag him out to retire, man. Too hot,
hot damn.
say my name, you know who I am. Too hot, bad about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Up top, I'm gonna give it to ya. Saturday night, I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Now that the oil is on our shore, we better take the time to develop it more carefully, or else you're gonna find what could have been the answer to our poor economy. Change our way of living and destroyed our fishery. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. Proud to be an islander, here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind and the waves of lots of sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. Proud to be an islander, here's the reason why. I'm free as the wind and the waves of lots of sand. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. No place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. Don't believe me, just watch. That was a lot of music, Fred Boy. People are falling asleep at home, or they're up dancing. You're allowed to dance at home. I think it's been cleared. You are now allowed to dance at home. Do not try to dance at a campsite. You know, and it's kind of a mean thing to do to us Newfoundlanders, because we all love to dance. I remember the old joke. You know, how do you drive a Newfoundlander crazy? Nail one of these feet to the floor and pull out an accordion.
I like it.
So we're following up after Quick Draw. Friend Frank and the boys from out here. Maybe we should do something slow now for people at home. Maybe they want to have a slow dance, Fred. Maybe something. How about after all these years? So we're going to do a song by an Irish duo who've been right here in this theatre on more than one occasion, I'm sure. I think they're more than a duo. When they play here, they bring over a band with them. And great song they wrote and performed. They're called Foster and Allen, which many of you still remember. Mr. Leo Potter, who bring them here to this theatre and other theatres throughout Newfoundland and on the Nova Scotia as well. We had a connection to him ourselves because, well, the truth is, Leo, I'm from the same town as Leo Potter and Babels, and we knew each other. And of course, I'm in the music business and we're in the touring business, and so we had a tour van, or we had a tour van. And but our connection is that whenever Foster and Allen would come to town, Leo would get our tour van and bring them here to Nova Scotia. As a matter of fact, Foster and Allen did more cross Newfoundland trips in our tour van than we did, actually, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful love song, and I've always loved this tune, and Fred does a great job, and we hope you enjoy it. It's called After All These Years.
darling, come to me. Set you down easily and rest a while in the soft firelight. Cold is the night and warm is your hand in mine. Having you by my side, you're still my guiding light. After all these years, you're soft assuring ways, the rock I lean on. Saw me through my darkest days, when all hope had gone. You're still the only one I will ever hold near, and I love you after all these years. Time from me passes on, and I'm growing old. A lifetime nearly gone, a love that grows old, nights dark and cold, warms your heart with pride. Feeble was nature's time, the light of love still shines after all these years. Your soft assuring ways, the rock I lean on. Saw me through my darkest days, when all hope had gone. You're still the only one I'll ever hold near, and I love you after all these years. I still love you after all these years.
Wonderful job, Fred. Well up and everything. I close my eyes sometimes and I actually think that you might actually be singing that song to me. I know some people at home might be thinking the same thing. So we'll do something a little more lively now. The dancing at home now, the slow dancing now. Of course, you gotta maybe a few people this evening might be having a couple of glasses of fruit drinks that have fermented. Maybe barley that's fermented itself. That usually leads to dancing. That's why we have a band and stuff right now. So, how about we do an original song? Now we're doing everybody else's music. Let's do one. This is a song I wrote. I'm just going to announce the song that I wrote. I don't know which song I wrote that I'm going to do right now. I think I'm going to do Dance and Sing, Fred, because it's a song that I wrote. And I'm sure some people here this evening are tuning in, are able to sing along, maybe, and like we this has been frustrating because we have been playing a little bit in smaller venues the last few weeks, and the frustration on seeing people not being able to dance. It's as frustrating for us to watch as it is for those who want to dance. Wants to go. one of those kind of songs we hope you enjoy. It's called Dance and Sing. You said that it was over, that was how it is. Felt my heart go colder and never gave an inch. She knew that it was warm and that was no surprise. You seemed to take me over when I looked into your eyes. I can dance, I can sing, I can play most anything. I'm still the lonesome guy till I'm in your arms again. Take my hand, take my ring, right I will bring. Oh, I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. The weeks I went strolling, but you were never there. You never left a message, I guess you didn't care. Now every day I find that I'm living in a lie. You want to know the truth of it, I want to ask you why. Cause I can dance, I can sing, I can play most anything. I'm still a lonesome guy till I'm in your arms again. Take my hand, take my ring, presents I will bring. Well, I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. Yes, sir! So I took a little trip, I went half around the world. I was trying to forget that little girl. Now everywhere I look, she is always here. So how am I gonna live without you, little girl? Cause I can dance, I can sing, I can play most anything. I'm still the lonesome guy till I'm in your arms again. Take my hand, take my ring, presents I will bring. Now I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. I can dance, I can sing, I can play most anything. I'm still the lonesome guy till I'm in your arms again. Take my hand, take my ring, presents I will bring. Oh, I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. I'm a guy, I like to dance, I like to sing. Fred, thank you. We're finally getting along again. Yeah, when we left here, when we left St. Charles, we actually played another show yet last night out in Twillingate, or night before last at Twillingate, and so it's kind of our first road trip in 4 or 5 months. But you know, it was kind of ticking me off in the beginning, to be honest with you. So for social distancing reasons, I made sure Fred sat in the very back of the truck. He's right in the back. We got this. This is nice. This is actually the way I want to put it. You're nice now. I might let you drive back to St. John's in the front seat. Anyway,
I appreciate that.
yeah, there could be a silver lining to some of all this nonsense, stuff that's going on. Um, let's do another. I'm gonna get you to do a song I wrote now. We're not too far from here, about an hour up the road, up in Bonavista, about 10 years, a little over 10 years ago now, and we were kind of in need of a song for our middle album. It was an album called C Minor, and we were getting down to the last minute, and so we had a weekend. We were going out to Bonavista, play up to Harv's place, Watkins Gate, for Harv and Sharon back in the day. And anyway, Friday night, of course, we celebrated getting to Bonavista, having a few drinks, and we were staying out at the Bonavista Motel. Anyway, the next morning, of course, I being the conscientious person, I decided to walk back to the hotel, or back to the bar to get the car 6.5 kilometers later. And I went back to the hotel then, sat down on himself there, was asleep, and I decided to try to write a song for our next album. And I've been talking about it for a few days, and before Fred finally got up that morning, when he woke up right next to me, I said, Fred, I got this song for you. And it was a song from Bonavista Motel, like 2009 or 2008. It's called the Black Oil Miner.
Well, it's in the morning after dawn, when the black oil miner streaks to work, with a rugged sack and light suit on. There goes the black oil miner. When he grabs the tons and out he goes to drill for oils and lie below. All the girls in town, you know, look for a black oil miner. For 3 weeks on and 3 weeks on, the black oil miner's always on. Got a girl, I'm sure, a long, long for a black oil miner. The Grand Banks are a hell of a place with the wind and waves up in his face. Working on the concrete base, work on the black oil miner. I party out the winter's cold when you're pumping out the rich black gold. Soon your bones are growing old, grow old, the black oil miner. The flame burns and the cold spring air and the big eyes is always there. That's not a lot for him to fear, no fear, the black oil miner. So if you head off to the west, put in your time and do your best. You never know, you might be blessed to get home, the black oil miner. Haven't got to do this in a while.
I met my love walking in the merry month of May, when the birds are singing sweetly and they let me sport and play. She told me that she loved me, and for me she would prove true. If you would stay with me, me love, I will stay with you. And we walk along the sand, and the birds seem loud and gay. It's here I met my bonny moon, and she stole me heart away. Her cheeks to her like roses red, and her skin is her white as snow. She is the darling of my heart, the pride of Springfield Road. I bid you all good night, for to a pyramid I must go, to see if they will have me now, or if the answer's no. She said they'll treat me decent, and my glass they surely fill, and drink a health of the bride and groom, the works of the Clarenville. We walk along the sand,
and the birds sing loud and gay.
It's here I met my bunny moon, and
She stole me heart away. Her cheeks they were like roses red, and her skin is white as snow.
She is the darling of my heart, the pride of Springfield Road. And now we'll be married, for my love is named today, and happy we will be together as we go on our way. We'll have our charming little house and our garden for to till, and bring the children up like us to work in the Clarenville. And we walk along the dam, and the birds sing loud and gay. It's here I met my bunny moon, and
She stole me heart away. Her cheeks they were like roses red, and her skin was white as snow. She is the darling of my heart, the pride of Springfield Road.
last time we were here for Clarenville Days, probably I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago. It was out in the stadium. I think there might have been a few more people here. I do remember it was a really, really warm summer's evening. It was a nice hot summer's day. It was. I can clearly remember how nice it was. How sad we were. We couldn't stay for the entire night. We had to go home to St. John's. So the story goes. So this song is a song that Fred's been doing a long time. Called South Australia. So those of you now have gotten your breath back home in your living rooms now, we want you to give yourself a little shake off here. Now get ready now, because Fred's going to want you to dance to this one. It's kind of more of a shuffle, kind of a beat too, anyway. So it's not quite as vigorous, but I have a feeling it might get more vigorous as it goes along. And that's just the way. It's just the way we roll here. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this. It's called South Australia.
In South Australia he was born, heave away, haul away. South Australia round Cape Horn, down to South Australia. Haul away with your roll and pen, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you hear me sing about South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away. There he met Miss Nancy Blair, down to South Australia. Haul away with your bow and pin, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you hear me sing about South Australia. Took her up, took her down, heave away, haul away. Took her around my town, down to South Australia. Haul away with a roll and pin, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing about South Australia. There is the one thing to ease my mind. Heave away, haul away. Leave us Nancy Blair behind. Down the South Australia, all the way to Rowan Pen. Heave away, haul away. All the way to hear me sing about the South Australia. As we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away. You wish to Christ you never was born down to South Australia. All the way to the Rowan Pen, heave away, haul away. All the way to hear me sing about the South Australia. All the way to the Rowan Pen, heave away, haul away. All the way to hear me sing about the South Australia.
Indeed I am in love with you up all night in the foggy dew. Indeed I am in love with you, muscled in the corner.
Dirty shirts, dirty lines, dirty rings around their eyes. Pick 'em up when the morning mud and then you wash 'em daily. When Napoleon bound the part of Moscow, he went, but all his troops, all his men, his mind was heavy bad. The take to Russian country, they were full implied. The Russians fought against them, and they sounded up the stride.
Was in a little while that the Russians did attack against Bonaparte and all his men. He fought them and he drove them back. Action means a hot left and right and front and rear. That result says Bonaparte, I'll stay no longer here. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him on mine. They Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him on mine. They Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Then away the man for Bonaparte, as fast as he could run. The poor Frenchman looked up their head, and the horses gone and gone. His pockets and his matches, ammunition by his toe. Left them all behind them, well, what could poor Boney do? Away the man, poor Bonaparte, as fast as he could ride. The poor Frenchman looked after him, saying, oh, it's very hard. You think you take us all out here to leave us to our fate? Do you think he's riding on with us to help us in our state? Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. They Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. They Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind.
Here are 20,000 men that they have killed and they have taken, like 5,000 horses, 200 with a cannon. On board upon Leon, French planners I'll advance. If I do you short, you know they'll teach me how to dance.
And it's now to conclude and to finish up this song. The poor Frenchmen in Russia, now they wish they had a hold of him. Cool as death they'll put him to. Here and then befall. Down his all, says Bonaparte, I'm clear of his all. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. May Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. May Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Those warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. May Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. Warlike lads of Russia, they follow him one line. May Bonaparte to run and leave his troops behind. We're going to do this song at the risk of having it, how shall I put it, brushed aside for the show for certain reasons. But I'm excited because this is more than just a song to me. This is also about my prized possession. Now, I know there's not a lot of people here, but some people at home might already know about my prized possession. It's out in my shed. It's actually my little Honda 50. Now, you might think that's funny, me and my say size, having a Honda 50, but my Honda 50 is not your regular Honda 50. It's one of these kind of souped up, blinged up kind of machines. It has, you know, alloy rims. It has nitrous oxide. It has a 2-up seat, so Freddie can go for a run around the bay when I wants to go, and he always wants to go out to Dildo, to the brewing company. And of course, my Honda 50 has a song about it. And if you don't mind indulging me, you nice people at home, I'm going to sing this song about my Honda 50. Now, normally I have people who be in the crowds of tens anyway, singing along with this song. But because of our social responsibility, we're gonna. I guess Fred, maybe we can actually sing this all our own. Should we do a grand job anyway? So just got to be careful. Some of you now from out around here, like over toward Glover Town, that area, you might be all like excited about Buddy Wassy name and he's Yammy and all that. And, I mean the Yammy's all right and stuff, but she's a very, very dangerous thing. And you can only take one person on the Yammy. I can take Fred with me on my Honda 50, and of course. There's lots of pictures of the Yammy because she's a bit slow. You can get her as she's going, right? But there's no pictures of my Honda 50 going. When she gets going, you hit the nitrous, like the road runner, all you see is the tracks. Just the blur, yeah. So anyway, my song about my Honda 50 goes like this. Oh, me little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She can do 150 on a windy day. Oh, me little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. Oh, she'll get me away from the Mounties any day. I found her in the buy and sell back in 1992. A nice bay man in a caravan said, this is the bike for you. He wanted 100, I gave him 82. Took her for a spin down the marching road, and she friggin' flew. Oh, me little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She can do 150 on a windy day. Oh, me little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the Mounties any day. I rode her out to Mount Pearl. I was looking for a couple of parts, like alloy wheels and nitro and a new push button start. Rode her down to Calagruz to stop in for a beer. 85 over the manual's bridge in second gear. Oh, me little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She can do 150 on a windy day. Oh, me little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. Oh, she'll get me away from the Mounties any day. Come on, Freddie, get us away from the Mounties. Gotta watch that 70s zone in Clarenville, Freddie boy. We were coming back from Clarenville on our way to old Dildo. When the Mountie got behind us, Sergeant Kelly, don't you know? I said, oh, Chuck, just me luck, I hit the nitro hard. By the time he got to the crossroads, had her back in Freddie's yard. Oh, me little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She can do 150 on a windy day. Oh, me little Honda 50,
hit the nitro and she'll ship me. She'll get me away from the Mounties any day.
Fred, great job on the Honda 50.
Job yourself, yeah, lovely.
So we want to thank all the performers who joined us here this evening for Clarenville Days. It's nice to see the community coming together in such times because this is what we need to do when we're all a little bit, I guess, I don't want to say worried or stressed, but there is a certain amount of uncertainty going on, and so we want to thank all the performers and stuff that came here for tonight's festivities. So start off with Chess March. You never get to hear Chess, but I know Daryl Duke sent you. He's a fine songwriter, fine performer himself. So thanks to Daryl, and thanks to Frank Newcomb and his group, Quick Draw. And we got a song or two left in us, I suppose, Fred. Maybe we'll do a Stan Rogers song, so I'm all ready for it. I'm gonna do a song by Stan Rogers, but a different one. I was just thinking of that. This is a song called "The Mary Ellen Carter," and it's a great song of inspiration. And I've been singing it a lot more the last few months than I have in years. And it's a song that I started singing when I began to perform when I was basically a teenager. And I always loved this song because it's a song written from the point of view of the underdog. From the little guy, and a song about a crew of a boat who loses their boat. She goes down because the captain had one too many, and he put her up on the rocks. And they loved their boat dearly, and instead of seeing her go to waste to the company to the ocean, they decided to pool their resources and bring her up and try to get her to rise again. And that's the thing we all got to do here. Concerts like this are part of that. And anything you can do to make yourself feel like things are normal, and that's what we should be looking at. And so here's a song just to remind us of that. Oh, she went down last October in a pouring, driving rain. The skipper, he was drinking, and the mate, he felt no pain. Too close 3 Mile Rock, and she was dealt her mortal blow. The Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally went to wash. We worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter rides again. Well, the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, and met her sorry end. Insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. They laughed at us and said, you have to go. Well, we talked to her all winter, some days around the clock. She's worth $250,000 afloat and at the dock. And with every turn I hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, all spring now we've been with her on a barge and by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard head soon, and twice I've had the bend. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the current here is slow. I'd never have the strength to go below. Well, we passed events, stocked events, our hats are put all down. Put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we'll hit the air and then take up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. For we couldn't leave it there. You'd see her crumble into scale. She'd saved the lives so many times, living to the gale. And the laughing drunken rats that left her to its sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity had dealt the final blow, who had spine of bastards lying to everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart of brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken, her life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Oh, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken, a life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Lovely job, sir.
Thank you, Fred. So we're going to finish up one last song and thank everyone again at home, and have we hope you have a wonderful Carnival days again, and hopefully by this time next year we'll all be back to normal and have this beautiful theater all filled up again, or maybe even that full stadium filled up again. And maybe strange things might happen here in Clarenville before you know we might have thousands of cars showing up. That kind of an outdoor drive-in show if you're so inclined, and we come and they'd invite us. We pretty much go anywhere if they'd invite us these days. It's the first time we left St. John's in 5 months, and I mean, I live in the Goulds. I mean, it's not really St. John's, so I kind of feel like I'm out in the bay a little bit. But it's nice to finally get out over the overpass, and nice seeing all the action. There's still lots of action on the go. There's still lots of people going around on the weekends with their boats and getting their fish. So if anybody needs extra space for fish, I have lots of space in my deep freeze. If anyone is looking for a place to store some, there's only a couple of $5 charge to store in my deep freeze for as long as you like. But anyway, once again, I want to thank my friend Mr. Fred Jorgensen here.
My good friend, Mr. Arthur O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to finish off with this song that I wrote. And every year we're here with the Irish Descendants doing Celtic Christmas, and this is one of the things we kind of do toward the end of the show. It's a tune called Pulling Oil from the Sand. And until next time, everybody, thank you.
God bless you all.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Fishing on the prairies after the fish is gone. Don't care for the weather, longs for the fog. Dreams of boyhood days, hauling traps and selling trawl. Heading out to pay each day, springtime to the fall. Catching fish was never easy, hard work for boy and man. The winds are warm and breezy, it's blowing off the land. You know it's hard to leave the island for a place that he can stand. And a part of him is dying, pulling oil from the sand. People say don't worry, he can have it all in a place like Fort McMurray or Fort Saskatchewan. But in his mind he lingers, and his heart is there, out in the skiff with his dad, far away from here. Catching fish was never easy, hard work for boy and man. But the winds are warm and breezy, it's blowing off the land. You know it's hard to leave the island for a place that he can stand. And a part of him is dying, pulling oil from the sand. Now each day he looks across, and the sky is everywhere. On the night he looks up at the stars. The nights are oh so clear. It reminds him of the ocean, though it's far away from here. It will never ever leave him. One day he'll go back there. Catching fish was never easy, hard work for boy and man. But the winds are warm and breezy, it's blowing off the land. You know it's hard to leave the island for a place that he can stand. And a part of him is dying, pulling oil from the sand.
Thank you, Clarenville. Thank you, everyone.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Soul Harbour, Milton, Burgoyne's Cove, Little Heartsea. I don't know. We're St. John's within, 80 Town, all these nice little places. Have a great evening.